Okay, well, hello everybody. For anybody who watches this after it is recorded, welcome. If you don't know who I am, my name is Megan, and welcome to the Gingerbread Mama. I'm just going to kind of wait for some people to hop on. Having a little bit of difficulty with my equipment here, so I'm working on that. If you come in, go ahead and say hi, and if you can hear me, please let me know. I was having an issue there. Oh, awesome. Hi, Stacy. Says I have two in here. Who else is here? No. How are you doing today, Stacy? So glad I got home from work. And good. I'm glad you were able to join me too. Gonna try to keep this pretty lighthearted and positive tonight because we've just got so much other negative crap going on that we don't need another negative in our lives right now. Trying to share this so that I can get some more people. So Stacy, how was work? Oh, that's exciting. Well, I guess that means that you're doing something well. Somebody else joined us. Who else joined us today? As you come in, please be sure to let me know that you're here. Well, I had a pretty decent day. Gonna try to just give it a couple more minutes, see if anybody else shows up, and then if so, I'm gonna talk about my day and we can get started. I don't want to wait too terribly long. Have my list. While we're waiting, some of the things that I'm gonna talk about today. what are some of your favorite snacks? Everybody's in snack mode lately, so I'm looking to see what everybody's favorite snacks are. Stacy, do you have favorite snacks? Any pup crazies today? Oh, of course, my dogs. For those of you who watch this later and don't know, I have two insane huskies, and they like to dig under the fence and get out and run around the neighborhood quite often. And they didn't today, thankfully. They are out right now, but last I checked on them, they were sleeping. They like to sleep out there at night as it gets warmer. So as far as I know, no crazies today. Just the other day, though, my days are so messed up. I can't keep them straight since I haven't been working. So I want to say it was maybe Sunday, but I don't know for sure. I can't remember which day it was that they got out. Ooh, hot tamales are good. I love those. I haven't had those in forever, though. Blueberries are good. I have to be in the mood, though, and I'm one of those weird people that can't have blueberries if they're cold. I don't know if it's just how they feel on your teeth or what it is. But I love like going to pick blueberries and eating them right after you pick them. Got some people joining. Please say hello so I know who's here. Almonds are good too. I like almonds. I want to welcome everybody that's joining. Right now, I'm just asking what everyone's favorite snack is. Decided to keep it kind of casual. I'm in my living room today. Haven't been live in quite a while, so I figured I would just hop on and see how everyone was doing. Just going to keep it real lighthearted today and talk about some positive things going on. Anybody that's in here, please say hello so that I can see who is here. I can do blueberries on hot cereal, and I can do blueberries even in like yogurt, but to just eat them cold in general, I can't. I could do them on like oatmeal though. I have seen people that will in the winter, or yeah, in the winter, in the summertime, they will take blueberries and freeze them and eat them instead of ice cream. Eat them frozen that way. I tried that one time with the boys and they thought it was the weirdest thing ever. So I have not done that again. So we're not gaining a whole lot of traction. So I'm going to get started. So today I started something new. I started shopping for Instacart, and it was stressful for my first order was really stressful. I did do a few more after that, but the first one was very detail oriented, specific things that a lot of organic things that I've never actually bought before. So I wasn't sure where they were in the store. And so it was a challenge, and the shopper had asked for a few things through the little chat feature that were not on her list, and I forgot all of them, unfortunately. So hopefully she doesn't completely kill my rating, but overall it was a pretty decent experience, and I'm going to do it some more tomorrow. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about, since I am doing Instacart now, is what are some of your favorite side hustles? What are things that you do to make extra money? I'm making crocheted masks because anybody who watches this and doesn't know, I do have a crochet business. And so I'm crocheting masks at this time, and I was actually going to do that while I was on air with you. So I may have to hop over and grab my stuff. But those are the two things that I do for extra money is crochet, and I've started doing this Instacart. I do have a job. For those of you who watch this later, I do have a job. However, it is shut down right now by the government. So I'm making do with what I can find. And right now that is Instacart and any attempt I can make at my crochet business, which isn't very big, but it does give me a little extra. Steve, do you have any side hustles or anything that you do for extra money? You just pick up extra shifts at work, or are you still working at the hibachi place? Hello, everybody. If you're just joining, please be sure to say hello so I can see who's in here. Welcome. I know it's been a hot minute since I've done a live. You are still at the hibachi place, so do you pick up extra shifts there if you need more money? For anyone just joining, right now we're talking about side hustles and things that you do to make extra money. Right now, everybody is looking for extra money, and I was just saying how I have just begun doing Instacart. Today was my first day, and it was a challenge, but I slowly got the hang of it, and by the end of the day, I was rushing through to try to get things done. Who all do we have in here? Say hi so that I can see that you're here, please. Oh, tutoring's a good one. Since you do have a teaching degree, that is a good one to be able to make some extra money. There are online resources too that you could tutor online, depending on what subject they are looking for. I have seen a couple of different like gig working sites that do tutoring, and they'll look for specific types of tutors. You might be able to get in on that as well. Oh, wow, that's interesting. I didn't know that subs made more. So that's interesting. I do my crocheting and Instacart. I have done other things in the past for money. I have done personal shopping for people outside of Instacart. I've done some housework. I've done odd jobs, mostly for my parents. But anytime I need more money, I'm always looking for a side hustle because sometimes things just aren't certain or things pop up, and you always need to have a way to make a little extra if you need it. Yeah, if you just Google it, there's a lot of different like gig working sites that they will give you the opportunity to look at what they have and be able to find tutoring jobs online. I know a lot of them are like language, especially English as a second language, but I can guarantee you've got to have some math people on there too, because I was never good at math. I wanted to think that I was when I was younger, and then as I got up through high school, I realized that I really sucked at it. Yeah, certification for sure helps. I keep seeing people pop on, but nobody's saying hello. Can you say hello, please? Hi, everyone. Be sure to say hi for me, please. So right now we are talking about side hustles. Oh my gosh, Common Core. So the thing about Common Core was that Xander told me that they did Common Core until fourth grade, and after that, they basically told them to forget it, and they never touched it again. So I think it's a waste of time. I really do. I'm not quite understanding why we're teaching kids to do things that way, because I thought it was more confusing. He tried to teach me when he learned Common Core how to do it, and it made no sense. Maybe it makes more sense to you, Stacy, as a teacher, but to me, maybe it was just my brain that doesn't do math very well that I couldn't figure it out. You taught it for 6th to 11th grade? Wow, here they don't do it past 4th grade. So that's interesting. Agreed. It doesn't make any sense to me either. So, okay. Side hustles. What else did I want to talk about? Snacks. Hobbies. How has everybody been keeping busy during this time? If you've been out of work, or Stacey, I know you are probably getting extra work. And I know you said your other job you've been back so that other people can work, but um, when you're not working, what are some hobbies that you have? I've been painting a lot of my house. I rent, but we are allowed to paint. Hi, Vicky. Hello. So glad to see you in here. So I am just kind of chit-chatting today, and a couple of the things that I've touched on, I'm trying to keep it pretty light and positive because we've had way too much negative crap, and I'm over it. So I'm trying to stay positive, and so I've asked a couple of questions. Yes, half the time I have no idea what day it is. And I have to actually look at my phone to figure out what day of the week it is, which half the time I'm panicking because of my custody schedule. If I forget that I need to go get him, there's a problem. So, a couple of questions that I've asked so far, Vicky, is if you have a favorite snack. Everybody's snacking right now, and myself included. So I'm wondering what everybody is snacking on. Um, our go-to snack has been nachos. We make big old plates of nachos, which is terrible, but we do it anyway. And cheese curls. I've been eating cheese, the whole family has been eating cheese curls like they're going out of style. And I was saying before you hopped on, Vicky, that I just started today doing Instacart because I realized the other day, just yesterday actually, that we weren't going to pay our bills this month since I'm not able to get unemployment. Hello. Hi, everyone. Pretzels too. We just had pretzels today too. Do you dip your pretzels in anything? We've been dipping them in peanut butter. We dip them in ranch. We dip them in mustard. Tasty cakes. What kind of tasty cakes? Those things are amazing. I have not had them in a very long time. So another question that I asked is hobbies. How are you keeping busy during this time? And I know some of us as parents, that's a crazy question because the kids keep us hopping, but ooh, I love Nutella. Yes, for sure. For sure. It's hard to keep that around in my house. Everybody gobbles it up. We actually eat Nutella a lot on waffles, and I'm not a waffle maker, so I just get the frozen waffles and we pop a couple of those in the toaster oven, spread some Nutella on them with a little bit of powdered sugar. It's amazing, and the kids absolutely gobble it right up. So it's a win-win. I don't know, Stacy. Tasty cakes might be a regional thing. I'm not sure if they're exclusive. AF Moore, where are you from? It is a PA thing, Vicky. Well, Stacy, you've got some very picky habits. I know that. So it does not surprise me that you don't like Nutella. Yes, fitness is a huge thing. I went for a walk the other day and I felt so much better. And by walk, I mean like really long walk. The problem that I have right now with doing anything outside is that I am deathly allergic. I mean, to the point where I have an EpiPen, allergic to daffodils of all things. So, had you seen me walking around my neighborhood the other day, people probably thought that I was on something because I was constantly hopping back and forth across the street to get away from the flowers. And so anybody watching out their windows or doing yard work was probably looking at me like I was crazy, but I just made sure not to watch anybody but myself. It's Irish. That's fantastic. How do you pronounce it? Because I'm all about everything Irish. I've not heard of any of those other things, Vicky, but tasty cakes we do have up here. Here's one for you. Do you have Middlesworth chips down there? Because if not, you're missing out. We pronounce it Aoife. Okay. Okay. I can get on board with that. Yeah, Stacy, I love looking at daffodils, but if I look at them in person, there's a problem and we're going to the hospital. Oh, you do have Middlesworth chips down there. See, now when I had moved. Hi, Jeffrey Lane. Welcome. You are a hospital worker. Well, thank you for everything you're doing right now. Yes, Stacy, Middlesworth is a regional chip brand. It is about an hour away from my house. It's It's probably right in the middle between me and Vicky. Vicky lives in the Reading area. But it was interesting because when I moved to, I think we might have goods up here. I don't know for sure. But when I moved to Clarion, which is in Western Pennsylvania, I looked and looked and searched everywhere, and they did not have Middlesworth chips there. So anytime I came home, I made sure to take some with me. And they thought I was insane, but those chips are like crack. They're amazing. So Aoife, where are you from? And Jeffrey, one of the questions that I've asked is what your favorite snacks are. Everybody is snacking right now, so I would love to know what everybody loves to snack on. If I ever, well, when I get down that way, I will for sure have to hunt them down and try them. Goods chips do sound familiar, but hello, everyone that is joining. Welcome. So, things that I have been talking about so far, if you want to jump in on the conversation, is everyone's. I'm originally from Cary, now traveling around Europe. Oh, wow. Awesome. Well, welcome. If you are new to my channel, I am in Pennsylvania in the United States, and we are currently shut down as well. I do not have my job at the moment because of this whole mess. And so I just started with Instacart today. If you don't have that over there, I don't know if you do, but it is a like personal shopping that I go to the grocery store and I pick up everything that the person wants, and then I take it to their house and drop it off at their door. And right now, with all of the crazy crap, they have been having us just leave them at the person's door rather than handing them to anyone. Hello, Johnny. No, I know I started shopping with them, Vicky. So another thing that I have been asking is, thank you very much, is what, on that topic, what has everyone's kind of side hustles been, or what is your favorite kind of side hustle? For those of you who just joined, I do have a little bit of a crochet business. It was a good hobby of mine, and I decided to start selling some of my things. So that is one of my side hustles. I've been making crocheted masks. I haven't actually sold any yet, but I just started making them. They mandated, or not mandated, but strongly suggested in Pennsylvania now that we all wear masks. So I figured I would help some people out because they are few and far between to find. And the governor actually told us to wear cloth ones. So I'm making them out of cotton yarn. Yes, I love to crochet. The one thing that I found, though, especially in the wintertime when I was selling hats and things, was sometimes it would become more of a chore because I was trying to pump out so many items so quickly. but when I can just do it and relax, it is very relaxing. Really keeps my mind busy as well. I do like it, Vicky. Today was my first day. My first order was kind of crazy, and it was a lot of organic things that I've never actually shopped for before. So it was a challenge for sure. And I picked a huge order to start with, which was probably a huge mistake. And after that, I did 3 orders today. The other 2 orders were actually really easy, and everything is a challenge a little bit right now because the stores are so low on so many items that I had to keep making replacements for things. But otherwise, it was actually fairly easy. Hi, Madeline. Welcome. Right now we are talking about a couple of different things. I'm asking what everybody's snacks are with people being home. It has been crazy and everybody's been snacking. So I'd love to know what your favorite snacks are, Madeline. And also another thing that we've been talking about is side hustles. I don't know if you heard me say it, Madeline, but I started with Instacart today, started shopping for Instacart. And dark chocolate Oreos. That's yummy. I'm not huge on dark chocolate, but every once in a while I do get in the mood for it. Yeah, I have not used Instacart as a customer because I always worry that there's going to be something, and I didn't really know how it worked. But doing the shopping has taught me how it works. So I honestly might use it myself at some point now that I know how it all works. But shopping for it has been pretty neat. I plan on doing more. I think I'm missing messages here. Let's look. Yeah, Vicky, I'm sure your business did grow because everybody's looking for something to do online. And so I think you probably have been profiting from this, but yeah. Yeah, the internet is definitely booming from this. I am seeing FedEx and UPS trucks several times a day. And it used to be I'd see one like once a day. They'd have a specific time of day where I would see them. And now it's several times a day that I'm seeing them go through. So there's definitely an increase in online buying and those types of businesses for sure. We are knitting. I tried to knit and I ended up with a big tangled web of craziness. So I went back to crocheting because the 2 needle thing, I could get the very first little bit. And then after I tried to go from that to the second row, it just turned into a big nest of tangles. So I got frustrated. Yes, I've got my fluffy slippers on too. I'll show you mine. Slippers are the best, and I've been living in them lately. I have to remind myself before I go out of the house to take them off because they're so comfortable. And there have been times in the past where I've forgotten and I've gone to the store in them, and then I get to the store and I'm like, oh, I don't have shoes on. Beef jerky and cheese sticks. Yes. We get summer sausage or like big bologna. And my daughter that's pretty much been her dinner for the last week. She eats that and cheese and a whole bunch of fruit, which she's eating something. We're at that age where we're very picky. She's 3. She's very picky. So I'll take what I can get with her eating. Yes. Yep. With Instacart, that's what you do. You have a separate app for shopping, and then on the app it'll show you all of the orders, and you pick what order you want, and then it shows you a list, and then as you get each item, you scan it. Um, or if it doesn't scan, mine for whatever reason today didn't want to scan anything, so I would just take a picture of the barcode, and that it would accept that as a scan. And then if there's anything that's not available, it's out of stock, um, there's a little messaging portion where you message the person and you can get replacements and things for them. And then you just check out and take it to their house. It was actually a lot easier than I thought it would be, for sure. Cole is a picky eater. How old is Cole, Carrie? Yeah, I was definitely busy all day long and there was a lot of orders. And at one point, I think all of Wegmans was just nothing but Instacart shoppers because I kept seeing, I don't have a little lanyard yet because I just signed up yesterday. None of that stuff has come in the mail for me. But everybody I saw had one. So there was a lot of Instacart shoppers in there, a lot of people staying home, which is good, and letting everyone else do their shopping. Cole's 4. Okay. I knew he was close to Olivia, but I wasn't sure how close. So he just turned 4. I think I did see that he had a birthday. Have you been staying home, Carrie? Has everybody been staying home? My husband's not listening. He constantly is wanting to go to the store, and I'm like, can you please just stay home? And now he throws in my face today that this is my job now. I go to the store, which most of the time that's what I would do anyway. It was always me going to the store, but he goes to the store for like car parts and things, little things that he needs. Not me is eating a lot of food. That's funny. Wow, that's a lot of dedication for you, Carrie, to stay home. I could not stay home like that. I'm glad that I'm the one that does all the shopping. So I go at least once a week, sometimes more than that if we run out of something, but I try to keep it to once a week. Yeah, my husband works for a milk plant. So he is essential as well. And actually, they have doubled production because everybody needs milk. And when the kids are home, you need even more. So he has been um, working a lot. He's luckily not been mandated to do a whole lot of overtime. He's been able to choose whether or not he wants to do it, which is good because he is diabetic. So he can't necessarily do a ton of long hours all in the same week. And he can kind of pick and choose depending on how he's feeling. So that's good because he has a lot of foot issues with his diabetes. So for him to be on his feet would be a lot. You made a trip for the month. That is impressive. I can't buy for the whole month. But I think for me that's mostly a budget thing more so than anything else. So if you're able to do that, that's awesome. I'm just going to scroll back down through a little bit. I think I missed some of the messages. Ooh, smoked salmon and cream cheese, Vicky. That sounds amazing. Oh, wow. Pickup and delivery is backed up a week and a half. That is crazy. But I imagine everybody doesn't want to leave their house because it's a lot crazier in New Jersey than it is here in Pennsylvania. Now, there are parts of Pennsylvania that are absolutely insane. I'm sure, Vicky, it's probably a lot crazier down where you are. We are a little more rural here, so we don't have near as much going on with all of this craziness. You've been making almond milk. Now, how do you make that? That's interesting. Yeah, my kids are in a growth spurt too. Xander, though, a lot of the time he will not tell me he's hungry. And then when it is time to eat, he'll want like thirds and fourths of things. And I've told him while he's been home, please just let me know and go get a snack. And the only reason I really want him to let me know is so I can keep inventory and not go for something and it be completely gone by the time I get to it. So I try to keep up on it. Yeah, I've tried menu planning and I get frustrated with myself because I'll plan a menu and then I'll decide that I don't want to eat those things. I am the worst one for it. I really am. I'm not going to lie about that. Okay, Madeline, you're in Baltimore. Water, almond butter, and dates. Hmm. The murder rate is the same. Now that's interesting. I think a lot of places the crime rates have gone down. So that's interesting to hear. Vicky, you too. People are breaking into businesses. Yeah, they boarded up a lot of places that they thought were going to be broken into, specifically bars and um, liquor stores have been boarded up around here. I haven't heard anything really about any burglaries or anybody breaking in anywhere, and it's been fairly quiet here. Um, I'm kind of surprised there hasn't been worse crime with everybody being home and getting on each other's nerves. And you wore your fluffies to work. That's awesome. Well, I'm glad you had boots to change into, but that's so funny. Yeah, there's been a pretty big divide around here. Some people don't want to order takeout because they don't want anything coming into their house. And then there's a lot of other people that they're eating nothing but takeout because they're afraid that this is going to tank the local businesses. So they're trying to keep them afloat. Um, wow, your liquor store is considered essential. See, now the governor had considered opening ours back up because of that. I read an article that said that he was worried about those that were dependent upon alcohol, that there would be a lot of extra medical issues with those people. Um, they have not opened the liquor stores back up. However, they have started selling it online, which I think is interesting because before, I'm pretty sure you couldn't buy it from anywhere and get it shipped into Pennsylvania. So now Pennsylvania themselves is selling it to you and shipping it to your house. Oh, okay. So your liquor stores are individually run. See, ours are still state run. Although there have been some talks, I think, about privatizing them, but it hasn't gone anywhere. Okay, so they restricted the numbers of people allowed in the stores there, Aoife. Well, there's been talks that they're going to do that at stores here, specifically the bigger stores like Walmart, but I don't know if they're actually enforcing it because I went to Walmart 2 days after I had heard that, and there was no one counting people or checking to see how many people, and there was quite a few people in the store. So I don't know if they're actually sticking to that. I know some places that have had a lot more positive cases have been shutting down sections of the store, anything that's deemed non-essential. Our store is still open completely, though, as far as I know. I'll find out tomorrow morning when I have to go for my weekly run to Walmart and the grocery store. I watched a really interesting video from a reporter in Ireland, Aoife. I want to say he was in Dublin, and he did a night tour on a Friday night, drove around the city to show how dead it was. And it was really interesting and really cool. Now, I have never been, so I don't know how it is normally, but it was really kind of cool to see. I am quite enjoying everybody that is posting all of these pictures and videos of these cities that are so bustling to be completely empty. I love architecture, so I'm enjoying being able to actually appreciate it. I think that's what's going on with me. Maybe I'm just weird. Yeah, we've eaten takeout a couple of times, but the thing is that our issue is usually cost. We can't necessarily afford to buy more of the local businesses, so we usually do stick to the chains. Okay, so it seems like everywhere else is counting people, but for whatever reason here, they haven't been. Maybe they're just working on it, and they should be. Good night, Madeline. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, there has been a lot of articles and things going out asking people to limit how many people you send to the store and to urging people to keep their kids at home if possible. I know for single parents that's hard and sometimes impossible, but luckily for our family, I've been able to be the one that goes to the store and only one of us goes in. There have been a couple of times that I've gone with my husband to the store, but I stay in the car and then he goes in just so that I can get out of the house, but I stay in the car. Oh my gosh, I love seafood. Love seafood. I have been eating crab cakes like they're going out of style. I found these amazing crab cakes at Aldi's and they're super cheap, but they're so good. So I've been eating them. We eat them at least once a week. And we had fish tonight and we have shrimp usually at least once a week and pasta or something. I love seafood. And if I could afford to eat more of it, I definitely would. Oh, another hobby of yours, Stacy, is listening to murder podcasts. I've heard great things, but I have not gotten. I love my music, so it's hard for me to listen to a podcast. I have in the past listened to a couple of inspirational speakers, and that really pumped me up. But for the most part, I can't get away from my music. I can't. Sushi burrito. Oh my God, that sounds amazing. I don't think I've ever had such a thing, but that sounds amazing. It really has shown how many people don't think. It for sure has. There are a lot of people with no common sense, and you look at them like, what were you thinking? I've seen a lot of pictures and videos of people using crazy things for masks, snorkels, sanitary napkins. Like, it's crazy what people are using. It is so funny. Ooh, the supermoon. Now, Aoife, I don't know if you are able to see it, since you're on a different section of the globe. But yeah, there's a supermoon tonight. I forgot about that. Had I remembered that, I might have let Xander stay up to see it. Vicky, where do you get this seafood that's so inexpensive? Because I need to find this place. Maybe I need to take a road trip. Obviously not now, but when things calm down. I'd be interested to try that though, a sushi burrito. Sounds pretty good. So, what has everyone been doing to keep busy or hobbies? I know some of you have been in here since I've asked that. Yeah, I've had a couple people that have seemed really leery of going around people in scrubs, and to an extent, I understand it, but you still need to be a decent human being. You still need to treat someone like a person and not like they have the plague. And I know right now is a very scary time, but it takes zero effort to be a decent human being. A water bottle? I don't even know how that would work. How do you use a water bottle as a mask? That's crazy. Although I'm seeing ads for these hats that have this like plastic visor on them, so I guess maybe it's something like that. Eva, where what time is it where you are? Here it is 10:30 p.m. 10:39 actually. I'm totally down, Vicky. When we're allowed to travel again, I will totally come down and we can mukbang on sushi and seafood. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. Yeah, I've been trying to work out. Although Olivia looks at me like I'm crazy if I do workouts in the house. Game and movie nights, that's a good one. Yeah, I'm gonna need to do some things like that. I get Parker on Thursday for Easter. Like we're really doing anything for Easter now. And so I'll have a little extra time with him and a day extra with him to be able to do some extra game nights and stuff like that. So hopefully we can get some of that stuff in this weekend. Yeah, people floor me with the gloves, especially. I don't know, Eva, if you've had this over where you are or not, but a lot of people are just wearing gloves all the time. And it's like, that's not going to protect anything. You need to be changing your gloves or else it's not doing anything. You might as well just not have the gloves on. Yeah, I need to do some reading too. Aoife, you have a husky? Is it male or female? I have two males myself, And Max, my older one, actually just celebrated a birthday on Sunday. He just turned 8, and my other one is 7. They're red ones. They are absolutely beautiful, and I love huskies so much. 4:30. Whew. I'm talking dirty. I mean, I might be a tiny girl, but I can eat, especially seafood. I can throw down some seafood for sure. All right, Stacey. Well, you have a great day tomorrow, and I cannot wait to see how your day goes tomorrow. So be sure to get a hold of me and enjoy your slumber. Yes, I don't understand how people don't grasp the concept that putting a glove on and then touching everything completely negates the purpose. I don't get where, I mean, I think this goes along the lines of what everybody was saying earlier. There's no common sense. People completely lack, they've gone completely out of their brain. And yeah, Max, we got as a puppy. So I know for sure that he is 8. I know his actual birthday and that he is 8. He just turned 8. Milo, my younger one, he when we got him, the vet told us that he was about a year and a half, but he was a rescue. So I just gave him a birthday since we got him in October, and they said he was a year and a half. I made his birthday in March just because. And so we decided that he's 7 now. So he may be a little bit younger or older than he is, but that's what they estimated. But I absolutely love them. They drive me crazy because they like to dig out of our yard and go running around. I live in a small city, so they like to run, and it drives me crazy because I'm afraid they're going to get hit by a car. But they light up my life, and I would not know what I'd do without them for sure. Huskies are amazing. They're super smart. Okay, well, I have been on here for about an hour, so I am gonna go cuddle with my huskies and have some nachos, I think. Oh. My hubby just jumped on. Hi, honey. Yes, they are pains in the ass, but we we couldn't live without them. We really couldn't. And if you're still on here, Rob, I'm taking a trip once all of this craziness is over to Reading to eat seafood with Vicky. um, so, good night, Carrie. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, Eva, I don't know what I would do if they passed away. I'd be a wreck for sure. And they drive me crazy, but I really could not live without them. Vicky, don't get him started. All right, well, I am going to get off of here since I've been on here for about an hour. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. I hope you all have a safe, wonderful evening. Eva, I hope you were able to get some sleep. I know it's really late or kind of early, actually, for you, early morning now. So I hope you're able to get a little bit of sleep, and I hope everyone takes care and has a great evening. I I know my hubby is working, so I hope he has a great shift at work. But everyone else, have a great evening, get some snacks, and just remember there's no such thing as a cookie cutter life. Take care.